Hello boss babes and bosses out there. So in this video, I'm not going to share anything about social media. As I promised before, the next video would be the apps and tools that can generate content ideas for your social media posts, right? But this is just very random. I did not even plan this content, but kagabi kasi when I'm browsing my my Instagram message request, I saw someone message. Her name is Meljen, and she asked me about what's my biggest failure in my freelancing journey. And I think this would be a really good content that I think you guys would also love to know. Since this is not planned content, I don't have any script, so I will just say to you or share with you my experiences sa mga mistakes na nagawa ko and how or what are the things that I learned from it, from my failures. So yeah, if you want to know what are the mistakes that I have done before, then keep on watching. So maybe first, we are going to tackle what's my definition of failure. Kasi tayo, may iba-iba tayong definition of success. Each and every one of us, meron din tayong iba't ibang explanation when it comes to ano yung failure for them, ano yung failure for me. So for me, failure for me, from the root word of fail, it means first attempt in learning. So yan yung fail for me. I already posted this one sa Instagram stories ko. I'm not sure, that is a long time ago. And meron din akong isang pinost nun. The meaning of end, effort never dies. And then the meaning of no, N-O, is next opportunity. So I don't know if the brush niyan sa stories ko, but I already posted that once Instagram account ko. Marami kasing factors when it comes to failures. Meron kasing failure na it's because of you, your negligence. Meron ding failure na ang factor is yung boss mo. Very toxic and very unreasonable sila. Meron ding factor yung siguro yung kasama mo. So let's not focus on those. I'm going to focus lang sa kung ano yung failure na ako mismo yung may hindi ako ginawang tama. That's why nag-fail ako doon. So let's focus on that. What are the mistakes that I have done and how I learned from it. I also got this idea from other authors, speakers, yung mga coaches, yung mga ganun. I also believe that failure is just a feedback. I don't know na kung sino yung nagsabi niyan. Kasi sa kadami-dami kong nililisan, hindi ko na ma-remember kung sino talaga yung nagsabi niyan. Failure is just a feedback. Feedback will help you steer your wheel kung saan ka papunta sa buhay mo. It will help you guide kung saan ka dapat papunta sa buhay mo. If you do something, other people will give feedback to that. Wala namang mag-give ng feedback kung wala ka naman talagang ginagawa sa buhay mo. So, if you really want to move forward in your life, you have to do something so that other people can also give feedback to you. Either it's a good feedback or a bad feedback. Just filter out those feedback na totoo. Alam mo naman kasi yung mga totoong feedback at saka yung mga feedback na pang trolls lang talaga. Itapon mo yung mga noise lang ng mga feedback at saka likumin mo yung mga true feedback. Even if it's a good or bad feedback, ipunin mo yun. Yung good feedback, it will help you to motivate yourself. Yung bad feedback naman, it will help you know where you should really go sa life or business mo. It will help you go to the direction where you really needed to go. Yeah. For the first heartache, the first failure that I have experienced, it's not really the biggest. Sa kadami-dami ng mga failures ko, I really don't know na kung saan doon yung biggest. Kaya I will just share na lang something na I think meron kayong ma-learn from it. So the first failure or mistake that I have done in my freelancing journey is yung hindi ako marunong mag-ask ng question. I don't know how to ask questions sa mga clients ko. Like if there's an instruction or gusto siyang ipagawa, like always lang ako ng okay. Like I really don't know how to ask. Like for me, kung mag-a-ask ka, you're weak. Like,
Kawik ba? Mag-ask ka?
like, ganun. Technically, hindi siya okay na hindi mag-ask. Dapat kung hindi ka sure sa gagawin mo, before you are going to do it, ask na lang. Kasi meron ka pang magawa na hindi okay, tapos hindi mo na maibalik, at saka maka-mess up ka pa sa business ng client mo. Ihihiya ako na magtanong, like, baka kasi sabihin ng client na, hindi pa rin siya marunong. That's why I also encourage my team that if you have any questions, just really message me and ask me on how to do it if you don't know how to do that. Or maybe if the instruction that I have given is not clear enough, you can just totally message me and ask me kung ano talaga yung ibig sabihin nun. Kasi the more na mag-a-assume ka lang kung ano yung dapat gawin, the more na mas malaki yung chance na ma-mess up mo lang yung business ng client. So for my next heartbreak, ano siya? Actually, this job is, ang work ko nito is, nag-a-assist ako sa project manager. Like, siya kasi yung nag-handle ng mga conferences sa Europe and here sa Asia. So, most of the time, ang conference is nasa Malaysia or Singapore or Netherlands or London ata yun eh. Hindi kasi the same always. Basta in 1 year, there are 2 events talaga na mangyayari. Asian countries at saka doon sa Europe. And then, I'm already working na for 3-4 years, I guess, sa company na yun. And then, may time kasi, marang year na I'm so really into working out, like super consistent ko when it comes to going to the gym. I'm very conscious with my health that time. And then, make sure ko na every 4 p.m. dapat nasa gym na ako. So, dapat 3 p.m. nag-stop na ako mag-work. So, ayun, kasi hindi ko pa tapos yung work ko, hindi ko na talaga siya tinatapos. Like, nagsastop na ako. I have to clean first the house kasi before going out. Kasi, kung maabutan ni mama na super messy ang house namin, tapos wala pa ako, naiinis yan sobra. Every time na lalabas talaga ako, I make sure na malinis na yung house namin before ako lalabas. So, ayun, 3 p.m. pa lang nag-out na ako, and then, ang rami pang backlogs. Hindi naman ganoon siya always sa work ko na kailangan kong mag-overtime. Pero every time na may papalapit na event, kailangan ka talaga mag-overtime kasi doon pumapasok yung mga gustong sumali ng event. I-check ko kung nag-go through ba yung payments nila. And then, kung hindi na-go through, I will email them, I will contact them. Yung mga ganun. So, doon ako doon ako nagkakaroon ng backlogs. Tapos, nagagalit yung client ko. Like, wina-warningan niya na ako, but I don't care. My priority is my health. Ganun. So, that's one of my problem before because hindi ko siya na-balance. Parang mas sobrang una ko yung health ko compared sa work ko. Like, parang super down na din yung work ko. Like, yeah, it just have to be balanced. And then, nawala siya. After that event, right away, pagkabukas, finar niya na ako. Wala na akong pang gym. Nahihingi na ako ng pera kay mama pang gym. Ayun, so, that's a lesson learned for me. Nisaktan ako kasi yun lang naman talaga yung time na I'm not really that so focused sa work niya. It's been a long time na din nag-work ako sa kanya, pero ganoon lang niya ako finire. But yeah, it's okay. Lesson learned. The main point there is to make sure na tapos mo na yung work mo before ka lalabas. And kung hindi mo man matapos, make sure na mag-ask ka ng permission. Kung pwede ka na bang lumabas, you will just have to finish it after you work out. Yung mga ganun. So, hindi ako naggumaganon eh. Hindi ako nagsasabi na lalabas ako. Like, makita na lang niya na hindi ko natapos. So, that's one of my mistakes before. Yun yung mga natatawa ako na ngayon is, I will not do it again. So, the next mistake that I have done before in my early stage sa freelancing is that I always get projects sa iba't ibang mga clients, and it turns out hindi ko na naaayos yung quality of work kasi may nahabol na ako na deadline. Very bad. Like, thank God na lang kasi hindi sila sa Upwork and hindi sila makala-leave ng bad feedback there. But yeah, yan yung problema ko before. if I can see another job opportunity, it's just grab it, grab it, grab it, grab it, even if it's a toxic client. So that's also another mistake. The one that I have said earlier na always lang ako nagtatanggap ng mga projects, ang naano talaga is yung quality of work ko, and then hindi ko siya nahi-hit yung deadline. And that's the reason why na the client will not recommend me, the client will not go back to me, yung mga ganun. I don't filter out clients even if it's toxic. Even if I can see that it has bad reviews, or I know na he is very strict, but still, this is an opportunity. So I just grab it, then it turns out super toxic. Those are the mistakes that I have done before, that right now I'm really implementing it na pag toxic ang client, bahala na kung wala kang projects. Huwag kang tumanggap ng toxic clients. Siguro right now, kahit pa I'm receiving a lot of projects, I have a team na bumaback up sa akin. At least hindi masyado akong bugbog ng mga task na ano. So yeah, that's one thing na good na right now, kahit tatanggap ako ng maraming projects. So the next mistake then na nakikita ko na problem ko even until now is that I don't know how to say no, especially sa mga previous clients ko. Like for example, this is in correlation sa sinabi ko kanina na I'm just grabbing everything, pero gustong-gusto ko talaga ng mag-no sa mga previous clients ko, but nahihiya ako kasi they're my good clients, but hindi sila yung per day. Wala silang task for me daily. It's just that kumukontak lang sila kung may ipapagawa sila. And one thing lang talaga kasi napapansin ko, na kumukontak sila sabay-sabay. May weeks na wala talaga akong ginagawa, like super chill. And then the next week, silang lahat sabay-sabay. So ang deadline din sabay-sabay. So, ayun, ginagawa ko na lang. I ask for the urgency of the project, kung super needed ba na today or next day matapos, or pwede bang the next day muna matapos kasi may iba pa akong ginagawa. So, it depends lang kung sino yung maunang ma-receive ko na message. Yan yung uunahin ko. And I will just ask first kung ano yung deadline ng project. Hope you guys learned something from this video. I don't know if I'm sharing too much or what. But yeah, before I'm going to end this video, I would just like to flex the works of my boss babes and bosses inside my group. Check this out. If you want to join our Facebook group, just research I'm Ready to Boss Up by 𝗷𝗲𝘁, and don't forget to like our Facebook page, BossedUp PH, our Instagram account, 𝗷𝗲𝘁, and BossedUp PH. And yeah, I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye!